The ultimate guide to luxury, African safari tours and packages for 2026. Luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 have entered a new era. Slow travel and private trips in the most bewilderingly beautiful destinations. Safari outfitters who genuinely care about both you and the environment, sublime luxury, and being able to really get into the feel of Africa are all trends on our travel radar for 2026. The year is off to an exciting start, and if you are already browsing luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026, we've put together an extensive guide that you can use to streamline your planning, settle on a trend you love, and book a trip you'll treasure forever. What does a luxury safari look like in 2026? Luxury African safaris are by no means a new experience. Each year, they are tweaked and refined a little more, according to the desires and expectations of travelers. And while in previous years, they might have been defined by chandelier, bush dinners, or an overly formal service, luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 have undergone a glow-up. True luxury is now quieter, more intentional, and far more personal. With fewer guests, fewer vehicles, and so much more room to breathe, both physically and mentally, travelers can look forward to access to private concessions, remote wildlife areas, and experiences unavailable to mass market travelers. Luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 also include genuine knowledge, rather than excitable novelty, as guests are increasingly looking for expert guiding, real ecological insight, and cultural context far more than theatrical gimmicks. The trends for luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026. The trends for luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 are an interesting collection. These are a few that will be big hits this year. Private and semi-private safari experiences. One of the biggest luxury safari trends for 2026 is going to be the move away from shared experiences. Private and semi-private safaris have, over the years, become increasingly sought after and exclusive use camps. Private vehicles as a standard inclusion and fully flexible daily schedules all fall into this category of holiday. Private safaris are more one-on-one, and while sharing a game drive with a group of strangers has its own perks, for luxury travelers who are all about exclusivity, it is easy to see the appeal of booking a private game drive. Exclusive use lodges and private concessions are particularly popular for families, multi-generational groups, and honeymooning couples as they give guests the opportunity to take over an entire camp, as well as receive a dedicated guiding team and support staff. Fly-in safaris are no longer a niche. Fly-in safaris have become a defining feature of luxury travel in Africa, rather than a niche upgrade. Light aircraft itineraries are popular because they remove the need for long road transfers, turning days once lost to travel into more time spent on safari. These flights also give travelers access to remote regions such as Botswana's Okavango Delta, northern Kenya, and Namibia's desert. With a fly-in safari, multi-region journeys are now common, with travelers moving effortlessly between ecosystems in a matter of hours. Safari lodges are getting smaller and smarter. Luxury safari lodges in 2026 are moving in a quieter, more thoughtful direction. Rather than expanding capacity, many new lodges are creating fewer suites with significantly more space per guest. Architecture is also changing in 2026, with new lodges designed to merge buildings into the surrounding environment by using natural materials, low-impact design, and understated aesthetics. There is also a noticeable shift away from rigid formality. Conservation is no longer a marketing line. Luxury safari travelers in 2026 are, thanks to the web, already highly informed and increasingly skeptical of vague conservation claims. Guests want to know exactly where their money goes, and this has led to greater transparency around conservation levies, land use fees, and community partnerships. Leading operators now openly share how tourism revenue supports wildlife protection, habitat preservation, and local employment. Organizations such as the African Wildlife Foundation and Save the Rhino International are often directly supported through lodge partnerships, allowing guests to see the tangible outcomes of their travel choices. Seasonal travel is getting smarter. Luxury safari travelers are becoming more strategic about when they travel. The peak season is no longer going to be automatically the best choice. The summer green season, which has been overlooked in the past, even though it has the most magnificent green landscapes, fewer crowds, and excellent photographic conditions. Along with the green season, the shoulder months, with their excellent lodge availability, more flexible guiding options, and more attractive rates, are set to become popular times to travel for a safari in 2026. Experienced travelers already understand that timing a safari around personal priorities rather than traditional calendars is what leads to the best experiences. And the green season can be one of the most exciting times to travel to Africa to see wildlife. Multi-generational and celebration safaris. Luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 are going to be increasingly used as holidays for celebrating milestone moments. Big birthdays, family reunions, honeymoons, and anniversary trips are all quickly driving up the demand for luxury safari itineraries that are as much about having the adventure of a lifetime as they are about comfort and relaxation. Wellness meets safari. Wellness has quietly become one of the most influential luxury safari trends in recent years, and it is back at the top for luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026. But rather than spa-heavy itineraries, wellness in 2026 is more about reconnecting with nature. Walking safaris, sleep-focused experiences, guided mindfulness and yoga in the bush, and digital detox positioning are increasingly common. The emphasis is on nervous system reset rather than indulgence. Lodges are designing experiences that align with circadian rhythms, minimize artificial light, and encourage deep rest through immersion in natural environments. This approach resonates strongly with high-performing professionals seeking restoration rather than stimulation. Photography-focused safari tours. Photography is going to be a powerful motivator for booking luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026, because who doesn't want an Instagram page filled with wild memories of their time in the bush? Photography-focused safaris in 2026 will increasingly feature specialist guides trained in animal behavior and composition, purpose-built vehicles with swivel seats and stabilized mounts, and slower driving to allow for the best photo opportunities. These safaris will be enticing to professionals as well as enthusiasts who want to be creative throughout their tour. What are the best safari destinations for luxury travel in 2026? Rather than ranking destinations, luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 are about matching the place to the traveler's style. The Kruger National Park is right up there at the top of the list, along with its private reserves, which are especially perfect places for first-time luxury safari travelers. The park is incredibly well known for its wildlife density, selection of luxury lodges, and for giving travelers easy access via the Kruger Mpumalanga International Airport. Botswana is also a great place to travel to in 2026, and it is set to attract seasoned safari guests who are specifically looking for exclusivity, low-impact tourism, and exceptional guiding, particularly in the Okavango Delta and Linyanti regions. Namibia in 2026 is going to greatly appeal to design-led travelers drawn to the country's magnificently stark landscapes, desert-adapted wildlife, and architecturally striking lodges built in places like Sossusvlei and Damaraland. Last on the list is Tanzania, which will always be just the place to see those classic wildlife moments and where you can experience more refined luxury. And who could resist a trip to see the Serengeti's Great Migration or the dramatic Ngorongoro Crater? What's included in luxury safari packages in 2026? Luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 are set to include several exciting features, all of which are designed to give you the best possible experience. Most high-end packages in 2026 will include private transfers, internal flights between camps, if the tour includes a variety of destinations, conservation levies, premium guiding, most if not all of the meals and beverages, and the best kinds of curated experiences. Above all else, luxury African safari tours and packages for 2026 will give travelers the kind of honest transparency that will help them settle on the right tour for them. 2026 is the year for safari travel. If you're beginning to imagine your own safari in 2026, now is the perfect time to start planning it. Take your time, ask the right questions, and when you're ready, book a safari that you'll remember not just for what you saw, but for how it made you feel.